Hey everybody, it's Gamer Grampz here. Today we're talking about the Civ 6 November Frontier Pass, and Jesus, this is going to be a little bit different. I normally do videos very polished, very precise, and edited and scripted and all that crap, but I don't have time for it today. As you can see, my green screen's not behind me. It's because I'm literally in the middle of transitioning my living room into a studio. Got my Elgato key light I need to set up, and I got a bunch of shit I need to get done before 12 o'clock Eastern, because it's 5:38 a.m. my time now, so we got just a little over 6 hours before Babylon goes live, and I promised to be doing streams today, so I need to be ready for it. Anyways, we're going to do this real quick here. So basically, as I said, we're going to go over the November Frontier Pass. I know a lot of you have actually been wanting me to touch on the patch and stuff. I haven't played single player at all since, I played 2 games of single player since the October update or whatever, and there's a very big reason for that. So we're going to quickly touch on Babylon. As the thumbnail suggests, it's not a freaking exaggeration or a clickbait by any means. I think they're overpowered as fuck, and I love it. Love it. I'm a huge believer that, like, really, these crazy powerful civs are the best. Like, they're the most fun to play. There's unique elements to every single one of them. They're doing a great job with all of the new Frontier Pass civs. I've loved every one of them so far, and I hope they continue to do that. In my personal opinion, what they need to do is not nerf Gran Colombia, because if anything, like, if you think Gran Colombia was overpowered and you're crying about that, just don't even bother playing Babylon, because they are broken powerful. But I personally think that's a good thing. You should be having fun playing Civ. The multiplayer aspect of things doesn't matter at all, because it has a multiplayer community that balances the game anyway. So it's irrelevant. Like, that doesn't even matter. And if you're not playing with better balanced game mode in multiplayer, you're sleeping, and like, that's your fault. Like, educate yourself. I don't know what to say other than that. I mean, if you're having fun, by all means have fun, but don't cry about it on the internet then. Anywho, like I said, this is going to be like a one shot take. I'm not editing any of this, so I'm going to try and keep it coherent, but I apologize because it will be rambly. If you know me, I lose focus pretty easily. But the good news is I've been up for an hour and a half, so I'm like actually awake. And I did sleep in a bed last night, which was better than the couch that I have in the last few days. Anyway, all right, so back to Babylon here. They are broken, in my opinion, powerful, but I think that's a good thing. I think personally, my personal take is that their culture game is going to be the strongest, so I think they're going to be easiest to win with culture. I think probably after that, domination would be the second easiest, and this is all single player, by the way. I'm not factoring multiplayer in at all to any of these comments or statements and stuff. So I think culture is going to be their strongest play. I think domination will be their second strongest. Those two are actually pretty neck and neck in my opinion, but I'm excited and I'm going to try both of them out today. One on YouTube, which would be youtube.com/careergaming. I'll be streaming at 12 p.m. Eastern, trying the culture play with them, and then at 4 p.m. Eastern on Twitch TV/careergaming, I will be streaming a second completely separate. Jesus, I can't talk today. Stream with them where I will be doing a domination playthrough with them, and we'll be experimenting with both of those. I love to min-max, if you know me. Can't wait to do it. So those of you who've been crying about me not playing single player anymore, here's your chance. It's only because I'm making content. Otherwise, I won't be playing single player ever again until Firaxis wakes up and fixes their patching policy. But that's a whole nother bag of worms that I don't really want to delve on, because, like, I love the game, I love the company, like, love the direction they're going, but they really need to wake up on some key issues, I feel personally, but that's a story for another day. Anyways, continuing on here. So, like I said, culture, I think, and domination, basically 1 and 2, but like neck and neck and so close in power and strength of the civilization that it is basically irrelevant, like they're tied essentially. Then probably following up that, I would say, in my opinion, religious or diplomatic victory would be the next, and those two are also pretty neck and neck as far as the effectiveness of this civilization goes. And then religious is the 5th, but like, it's fucking strong as hell in that too. Like, literally, I'm going to be playing both of those games that I mentioned, like the youtube.com/careergaming one at 12 p.m. Eastern, and then the Twitch TV/careergaming one at 4 p.m. Eastern on standard game stuff, like with no mods other than UI mods, and like no secret societies, not that hero mode, nothing, just straight standard basic gameplay. And I am predicting easily that I'm going to crush every single one of my records, like that I hold. Like, my fastest culture win is turn 108 on a standard size map, standard gameplay. I didn't think I'd be beating that ever. I thought Catherine Magnificent was going to hold that record for like forever. I'm predicting beating that probably, or at least coming damn close to it with Babylon. Like, they are just that powerful. And again, like, I will do a follow-up video that's polished and scripted after I've actually played every single victory type with Babylon, which I plan to do very shortly. Like, I'm assuming I'll have every victory type banged out in the next week or two at the most. But anywho, back to it. So they're they have a unique play style. You're going to really want to learn about min-maxing your pre-planning your Eurekas, because it's going to be crucial. The ones that you get are like super important with Babylon, and you got to micromanage a bunch of stuff. But again, when I'm actually streaming those games, I'll be talking about all of this. So if you're a new player, I would highly recommend popping into those streams, whether you catch it live or not. And then, like I said, at a later date, I'll have a shorter, condensed like overview of like how to play each thing the best, in my personal opinion. But that's down the road, so don't count on it anytime soon. I got a lot going on, unfortunately, and I have a Civ 6 podcast starting Saturday, December 21st at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on this channel, my main channel, with a special guest, Testoria, who's a pro gamer from France. And I'm a little bit wound up pretty tight at this moment because I'm excited, but I'm nervous, and it's a big deal for me. And I just freaking dropped like another $1,000 that I didn't think I was going to have to in order to turn my living room into a studio. And I had to buy a piece that I didn't even know existed until last night as an audio interface, because it's an XLR mic that I have coming, and my setup wouldn't even have worked on the podcast on Saturday. So yeah, fun stuff. Gotta love it. Anywho, back to business here. So yeah, Babylon is great. And like, I think I personally am a very strong believer that I think the Civ 6 development team needs to buff their shitty, like, dinosaur, old, plain Jane, boring as balls vanilla civs. Like, they were great what they were. Like, the Civ developers themselves have said that, you know, they've gotten better at civs. Like, Rise and Fall civs were better than vanilla civs, and then Gathering Storm beat the shit out of Rise and Fall civs because they had more experience with their game. They started experimenting with unique gameplay mechanics. Like, the base Gathering Storm civs are like not all the strongest, but they're all unique. Like Mali, for instance, like Matsumusa, that's my personal favorite civ in the entire game. Like, in everyone, Mali's my favorite, and they're definitely not the strongest. In fact, they're pretty weak. Like, I'd say middle of the pack at best, and yet they're the funnest for me because they have the most unique gameplay mechanic, in my opinion, other than maybe now, like, Byzantium and Ethiopia might be getting close, but they're not that unique. I think Mali still holds the throne in my eye, and so that's why they got a spot in my cold, shriveled, dark, black heart. Anyway, so yeah, like, I really like the way the direction they're going. I really think they need to buff the other ones up. Like, they have, you know, they buffed the Victoria, England a little bit. They buffed Norway, and he's fun now. They gave a little bit of love to Georgia. I'm literally counting my fingers, and I was like this, and I was like, I quickly had to look to see if my middle finger was on the camera, because I'm trying not to flip you guys off. But anywho, so yeah, like they showed Georgia a little bit of love recently, but I think she still needs a little bit of TLC, in my opinion. In fact, I think basically like how they had Georgia in that dramatic ages mode, like her exact stats, I think that should be the standard game Georgia. Like, she needs to be stronger. Like, they added the wild card policy thing into the standard game. It's not enough. Like, she should literally be a carbon copy of her in the dramatic ages. Should be the Georgia in standard gameplay, in my personal opinion. Like, I just, again, why nerf civs and have them not be fun if you're playing single player? It doesn't matter. Like, it literally doesn't matter. A civ could be a bazillion times stronger than another civ, and it doesn't matter. If you like playing with that civ, cool. If you don't, don't play with them, and it doesn't matter. Then the computer plays them, and the computer sucks anyway. So, like, I just don't understand why people cry about this. And I'm sorry, I know this is a tangent. I'm going to try and wrap it up here because, like, I don't know, basically there's not a whole lot to talk about until we actually get our hands on it. I think that new game mode looks exciting, like seriously exciting, and I'm excited to try that on a stream at some point in the future. Like, clearly, like, personally, I wouldn't be playing any of this stuff at all if it wasn't for making content for it, because, like, like I said, just done with single player until they fix their broken patching system, because they basically deleted two of my favorite wonders out of the game with the October patch. And yeah, let's not just shit all over Firaxis, because they have a game that I love and they do their best with what they feel is best. And I do realize that the casual players is like the like the player base they got to cater to. I 100% understand it logically. It's just like I think an easy fix would be to have two different patching systems. Have one patching system for from Settler all the way up to Emperor as like a casual patch, and then like have a second patch that has like the same exact concepts that are in the patch, right? But just tweak the actual like amounts that they like the scripting behind the scenes, the numbers in the code and stuff, adjust them based on the crazy ridiculous like production gold and all those boosts that the DAD and Immortal AIs get, so that like you don't just take the Oracle out of the game entirely on DAD, because like sorry, unless you're playing China, I cannot get the Oracle on turn 26 or turn 28. Those are the two single player games that I played so far on the new patch since October, and it was turn 26 and turn 28 they went, and neither of them was taken by China. They were just regular civs that built them. And so unless you're sacrificing builder charges or completely ruining your early game like everything to get the Oracle, which I mean it is a powerful wonder, but you're gonna throw the rest of your game away just to try and chase a wonder because they fucking can't patch their game properly, like fuck off. Anyway, I didn't think I was going to get there today, but apparently I am. There it is. Like I said, I'm not editing this. So anyways, super excited about Babylon. Like, think it's a boatload of fun. Can't wait to try it. Like I said, 10 p.m. Eastern, or sorry, 10 p.m. Jesus. 12 p.m. Eastern today, I will be going live at youtube.com/careergaming, playing a culture game with Babylon, standard size map, standard everything, as far as like game modes and all that goes. And then 4 p.m. Eastern on Twitch TV/Career Gaming, I will be doing a second playthrough, a domination focused one, and same thing, standard size map, standard everything, and going over and explaining, as I always do, teaching you how I'm doing what I'm doing and explaining the logic behind it. So yeah, there's that. And other than that, I think that's pretty much it. You should definitely keep an eye out for Cornerstone of Civilization on this channel here, 3:30 p.m. Eastern this Saturday, November 21st. I have Destoria as my first guest on the podcast, and it's going to be a live podcast too with interaction and Q&A and stuff from viewers, so definitely check that out. The 28th is going to be Tordred. He's a pro gamer from the US, and he's a member of the World Champions right now. And Destoria, the French one, who's this Saturday, is also a pro gamer, but he's a member of the runner-up World Champions. So like we got like the team that came in second place, we have a player from them to launch us week 1. Then the following week we have Tordred, who's from the actual World Champions. He's week 2. Then week 3, I'm lucky enough to have Rage of Boom, he goes by on Twitch. He's a Swedish pro Civ 6 gamer, and he will be the third guest. And then the fourth guest is going to be Normulator, actually. So Mark is his real name, but Normulator, he's on youtube.com/Normulator or Twitch TV/Normulator, and he is a content creator that focuses his YouTube channel on Civ, and then on Twitch he does do a lot of Civ stuff, but he also mixes in variety gaming. So highly recommend all of those people. Their links will be in the description sometime soon, but like I don't know about when, so don't look for it there. But it's super simple. Search for Rage of Boom, Destoria, or Tordred. Well, Tordred actually isn't that active, so search for Rage of Boom or Destoria on Twitch. It's literally like Twitch TV/Rage of Boom or Twitch TV/Destoria. Destoria is actually starting a YouTube channel and doing more on it. He has some stuff out right now, but not much. So he would be youtube.com/Destoria, or just search for Destoria on YouTube, and he's the first channel that pops up. And tell him how cool his banner is, because I made him a free banner, and it kicks ass, I have to say. But anywho, that's it for me. Clearly I've rambled. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about this? Do you think Babylon's broken? Do you think the patching system sucks? Are you a fan of it? What do you want to see them do in the future? Not only what civs are you excited that and hope they do, but what kind of civs do you want those civs to be? Like, do you like the state of the game? Any and all things. I always get back to every single comment in my comment section and actually take time to reply, and give thoughtful responses, not just like, thanks bro, love you bro, take care bro. So I would love to hear that. Other than that though, clearly I've rambled enough for this video. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and leave a like on it. Not to mention, if you know somebody that might enjoy this or enjoy any of those streams, feel free to share it to them as well. Definitely appreciate it, because everything helps a small channel like me grow. But that's it, that's all. I'm definitely rambled enough, so I'm going to shut up now, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.